Alright, hey there YouTube, hey there subscribers. Tomorrow I'm doing an event. I'm going to be doing street ball with AC Dallas. So one of the things that I try to do is I try to make sure that all my gear is ready to rock and roll. So I've got a little checklist here that I kind of do every time I'm going to either travel or I'm doing an event. Again, I've paid money for this event. I want to make sure I have the best time and I want to make sure I have all my equipment with me. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to double check that I've got my main equipment. So the very first part of my checklist is my primary gear. So my primary gear is going to be my Field 1 Force right now. So one, I want to make sure that the marker is in there. So marker, check. Before I pack it all up, I'm going to turn the gun on so I can see what the marker settings are. For this event, this is not a tournament, it's just kind of for fun. The tournament is capped 10.5 NXL. I'm still not really a big fan of NXL mode, so I shoot semi-auto. So this is on semi-auto 10.2. It's got a full battery, so good to go there. So I'm going to turn it off. So at this point, gun number one, my primary gun, is ready to go. Okay, this gun, the barrel kit is in the bag, so there's my back. My tip is in here, my two barrel backs. I have my spare parts, and I have my lube. So this marker is completely ready to go. Alright, so primary gear, settings, 10.2. Semi C for capped, check. I'm going to check my hopper. My main hopper is going to be over here in its case. That is going to be my Spire 3. So real quick, I'm going to open it up, pull the tray out. Pull the tray out, and then I'm going to check. I have a Virtue N charge. I'm going to check it, and it says that I have 3 full bars, so that should be ready to rock and roll. If it's under 2 bars, I do charge it, but 3 bars, I'm in good shape. So, turn it on real quick. Everything's working. So I'm going to put that back in its case. Alright. So that's another check mark there. Hopper. So tank, I'm rocking a 77 Ninja SL2. I just got this in, and then I have my Powerhouse reg. So pretty good to go. So that's a check, and my barrel kit's already in the bag, so check. So primary marker, put my initials, I'm good to go. Backup marker. So my backup marker is going to be my Bob Long Reptile. Also, I do have a barrel kit, so I've got the tip, 2 backs. I do have the Vision engine in there, so I could switch it back over, but right now it's my backup marker, so I'm not going to switch it back over to VCOM. I'll shoot the Vision tomorrow. Go ahead and turn it on. We'll check the settings. Settings are 10.5 BPS semi-auto. So I'm going to go ahead and change that to 10.2. Make sure I don't shoot over that. Okay, so okay. Okay, so this one only does 10 or 10.5. I didn't know. Okay, so let's get through this again. I'll set it to 10. That means I'm gonna have to get this this board updated at some point. Send it over to Bob Long, or hopefully at the event they can flash these things. I thought you could do the .2s on here. So we're gonna set it to 10. Okay, semi-auto capped. We're in good shape. Okay. Alright, so that means that my backup marker settings 10.0 semi and capped. Check. Hopper. My backup hopper is going to be my Spire. That's the Spire 260. All good to go. One thing I did not put on the list, which I'm just thinking about now, is just in case, making sure they have their rain lids. And I have both the rain lids in here, so I'm going to double check that. So my backup tank is going to be my SL2 6845. That's with an SLP reg, and at that point we're in good shape there. Tank, and then my barrel kit. So I know I'm cheating, I'm using a Freak XL kit, I got it for free, but there's all my stainless steel inserts, and then my back for my reptile. Here's my tip, so that is good to go. Alright, so that means that my backup gear 100% ready to go. Okay, now for me, just because I'm being super nerdy about it, I'm also bringing, just in case I want to play a little bit of rec ball, I'm also going to bring my Russian Legion. I know some of you have been asking about it. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and bring my Russian Legion with me. I will set it to 10 balls per second when I get to the field. I'm not going to do that right now because this isn't my primary or my secondary. This is just something to toy around with. And I'll do a video just on that marker, but that one is not for sale, so nobody ask. Okay. And of course it's got its own case. Okay, and then I do have a extra tank. This is just a Ninja with the Ninja reg on there. I have my pod pack, and just to make sure I've got my goggles. So I am rocking the Patriot Knives commands. I can tell you definitely want to clean them a little bit, so I'm going to take a second. I'll pause the video, go ahead and clean them, and then we'll get back to the good stuff. So now that my goggles are all nice and clean, I only played on Sunday, so they haven't been sitting that long, being a little dirty. So this makes it to where now they are ready to go. So clean, put them back in their bag. Still by far my favorite goggles I've ever worn. I'm still really thinking about picking up another set to match that reptile a little bit more. But so far, love it. Good to go. Bought a nice case, so it gets protected in here. Alright. So, we'll go down the checklist a little bit more. So tools. All my tools should be right here. Okay, so let's go through the tools. Okay, so I got Allen wrenches, screwdrivers, batteries are going to be the next compartment up. And then it comes to events, I definitely don't mess around, and I also have enough for other players if they need it. So I've got, let's see, 7 9-volts and probably about 10 AA's. So I should be, definitely should be solid there. Okay. Let's see, so that's Allen wrenches, screwdriver, batteries, spare macro line. I don't have guns with macro lines, but that's just one of the things I keep in there just in case maybe a teammate does. Microfiber towels. I should have a whole bunch of those. All right, I've got a few. I think we're good. Okay, microfiber towels, alcohol spray. I use alcohol for everything. Use 70%. Good to go. That lives in this compartment on this side, all by itself in case it leaks. My chrono. So even though the event's gonna have a chrono out there, I always bring my own just because sometimes there's a long line. So there's my chrono 3, clock 3. Got a low Crown Royal bag. I don't drink Crown, but I do end up with the bags every once in a while. Okay, so chrono, alcohol spray, and in this bag I don't have any lube, so I'm gonna pause and go get 2 lubes. And all right, when I got the lube, what I use is these little tubes like this, marked 133, 155. And this is, so, you know, every once in a while, some kid at the field won't have some, so I'll give them a little bit. This covers my reptile, and this covers my shocker, and inside with the Force 1, it has its own lube. But ready to go? There you go. Okay. So, lube, check. Also got an energy drink, which is on the list. Now for clothing, so I absolutely love my JT gear bag. I've had one of these about 15 years ago, sold it, and I just picked this one up again recently. It will hold everything, nothing it won't hold. All right, so let's go through the list on here. Clothing, so we got jerseys. I got a couple jerseys over here. Got my pants. Got my, let's see, it's asking for pod pack. Got my pod pack up here. Good to go. Arm pads, knee pads. There's knee pads. There's my arm pads. Let's see, cleats. Got my cleats. Headband. I'm going to go and zip this up. We'll get to the headband. Now on this list, it won't have slide shorts. I should double check that I have them, but I always put my slide shorts on before I leave the house, so that way I don't have to try and change into those. Those cover up enough to where I can just maybe pull my jeans off, throw my knee pads on, my pants, and I'm ready to rock and roll, so it makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so I said headband. So around here somewhere I am rocking, there you go. Still rocking my Dieter headband. Definitely shows my age at the field a bit. So I got the Dieter one. Alright, goggles we talked about, and gloves. I actually lost my gloves, so that is going to be something that I need to replace. So that way I can make sure next time I go to the store I can get some new ones. Alright, so miscellaneous, I'm going to talk about barrel socks. So, got plenty of them. I always carry an extra couple just because, you know, one can break, and then if I only have one with me and it breaks, then I got to buy one, and usually they're more expensive at the field. Pods. So pods are going to be in this bag. I use dye lock lids. I've got plenty of them. Paint caddy. Got my paint caddy that'll go in there. In this little pocket right here is my pod swab. There's my Exalt pod swab. Oh, actually no, I lied. There's my gloves. The other one in here too? Yeah, I lied. I got one glove, so I'm still missing one. Alright. Alright, so I got a half a glove. So at that point, let's get down the rest of this. Just checklist barrel swabs. I've got a couple of them, got a couple old red ones, I got some Exalt, I got an Empire, I got GI Sports. A lot of these came with gear bags, and I always just hold on to them because I always need them. So there they go. Alright, check, check, check. Alright, so the only thing I need is, got my energy drink, I need water and trail mix. I did not pick that up tonight, so that will be on the way to the field tomorrow. So I'm going to put on the way. That way I can grab some on my trip over to the field. So, super handy to do something like this. It makes it to where you don't forget anything. It also makes it to where you can make sure your guns are set to where they're supposed to be, so there's no confusion whatsoever. You go on the field tomorrow, you worry about the things you need to worry about, which is getting your gear up and operational. 2, getting yourself to the chrono station to get chronoed. And then 3, go win some games. So don't worry about forgetting something. You do this, you're gonna be set, and your teammate will be the one that forgets something. So as you can see, I always have spares of all kinds of things, because for me, event like this, it's a fun event, but I want to make sure everyone around me also has fun. I am fortunate to make enough money to where I can have a third gun, a third tank. I've got a third hopper. So I've got lots of things that go with me to make sure that everyone around me is going to have a good time. Like I said, I keep macro line even though my primary guns don't use macro line. I have the little lube tubes, so if I have to give one away, it's not going to hurt. I got plenty of batteries. So, again, it's an expensive sport. One of the things a lot of people want to go out there and have some fun, and if something happens to their gun, something happens to their day, you know, that can ruin their experience. So, alright, well, if you guys have any questions about some of the stuff in my gear bag, ask away. If not, if it's your very first event, like I said, go through your checklist, make sure you have everything, and have a great time. With that being said, again, I thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. Alright, so I just want to say thank you for checking out my videos, and for those of you who bought some things from me, thank you. It allows me to continue to play in the sport. Now I'm trying to grow my channel a little bit, so on this side there's a subscribe button. Please click on that. And on this side, some of the new videos I've got going. Also, drop some comments below, and please check the notification bell so you can get up to date when I've got new videos out. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much, and go play some paintball.